I didn't throw the ring at her face right away. That would have been too easy, too impulsive. No, I let the fury steep in my chest like a slow brewing poison until it transformed into something colder, sharper, more dangerous than rage. Resolve. It started with the smallest ripples, tiny digital breadcrumbs, messages from a co-worker named Derek, lace away too many smiley faces, and inside jokes for strictly professional conversations, late-night exchanges dressed up as urgent work matters, and a strange, suffocating distance that had quietly settled between us, thicker than the brick walls of our home. I brushed it aside at first, clinging to trust. After all, we'd been married 7 years. 7 years of ridiculous inside jokes, lazy Sunday mornings with pancakes, evening walks with a dog under streetlights. You don't throw all that into question over a couple of suspicious texts. But then came the suitcase. She was packing for a business trip, tossing in blouses and heels, when I caught a flash of lace, black lingerie she hadn't worn for me in months. My stomach turned to stone. Not for me. Then, I could feel the truth pushing against my rib cage, desperate to escape in the form of accusations. But I swallowed it. Not yet. I needed more than suspicion. I needed certainty. And maybe I needed a plan. She left that morning with a kiss on the cheek, the way you'd pat a loyal old dog before heading out. "Back in 3 days, sweetheart," she said, her voice dripping honey so thick it made me nauseous. I stood at the window, watching her drive away, the aftertaste of betrayal bitter on my tongue. The moment she was out of sight, I moved. Step 1, verify. I wasn't about to torch my marriage over paranoia. Her laptop was my first stop. She'd stupidly let her browser save her email password. My hands shook as I opened her inbox. My pulse pounded like war drums when I saw it. A hotel booking confirmation for 2. Room service for 2. "Looking forward to this weekend, babe. Signed, of course, by Derek." My stomach lurched. My grip on the mouse was so tight, I thought it might snap. But instead of screaming, instead of collapsing, I smiled. Not the smile of a happy man. No, this was a slow, cruel grin of someone who realized the game wasn't over, because I was about to change the rules. Step 2, preparation. I called in sick to work. Spent 2 full days working the phones, drafting emails, and setting traps so tight they'd choke the life out of her lies. This wasn't just about catching her in the act. It was about taking back my dignity and making damn sure she knew she'd gambled with the wrong man. By the time she returned, I was ready. She walked in smelling like hotel shampoo and deceit, suitcase rolling behind her. That smile, God, that smile flickered across her face. The kind of smile that says, "I'm guilty, but you'll never prove it." "Hey, sweetheart," she said, leaning in for a kiss. I stepped back, raising a hand like I was holding up a stop sign. "We need to talk." A microsecond of panic flashed in her eyes before she slipped back into her act. "What's wrong?" I didn't answer. I just held up her phone, the one I'd pulled from her nightstand before she even got home, already open to an email from Derek. I watched the color drain from her face, her lips opening and closing soundlessly like a fish out of water. "You want to explain this?" I asked, my voice ice. "It's not what it looks like," she blurted. "Oh, so you weren't at the Grand Mariner Hotel with Derek." Her silence said more than any confession. That's when I took off my wedding ring and hurled it, not at her, but onto the floor, where it bounced once, twice, before rolling to stop at her feet, like a punctuation mark at the end of a sentence she'd just written in blood. "Get out." My voice didn't shake. Inside, though, a storm raged. She tried everything, crying, begging, twisting the blame onto me with, "You've been so distant lately." But I stood like a stone wall. I had the evidence. She had nothing but lies. When she finally dragged her suitcase out the door, still sobbing, I felt something strange. Relief, but I wasn't done. Not even close. Step 3, the fallout. First, Derek's wife. Yes, the home-wrecking office Romeo was married. She deserved the truth. So I sent it. Hotel receipts, screenshot of their filthy little emails, and a photo of the two of them together that I'd ripped from my wife's phone. The reply never came, but I knew she'd received it. Then her parents. Oh, they loved me before. Thought their daughter was some perfect golden child. I made sure they got an unfiltered look at the real her. And finally, the masterpiece. I'd installed security cameras weeks before, telling myself it was for home safety. In reality, they captured far more than squirrels in the backyard. I clipped together a short video. Her sneaking off to the bathroom to text him, packing lingerie, whispering, "I love you" to him while I lay sleeping inches away. I didn't post it on Facebook for mutual friends to see. No, I uploaded it to a private forum dedicated to exposing cheaters. Within hours, it blew up hundreds of comments, then thousands. Strangers calling her every name in the book. Strangers cheering me on. For the first time in weeks, I didn't feel alone. By the time the dust settled, she had nothing left. Her reputation, her job, all gone. Derek's wife, who worked in HR, saw to that. And she'd lost the one thing she'd clearly taken for granted. Me. I wasn't the same man anymore. I sold the house, quit my job, booked a one-way ticket to Europe. I wandered cobblestone streets, sipped wine under foreign sunsets, and slowly pieced myself back together. Somewhere along the way, I met someone new, someone who reminded me what love was supposed to feel like. One evening, standing on a cliff along the Amalfi Coast, the sky bleeding orange into the sea, I realized something. I wasn't just a man scorned. I was free,